episode of Nelly's cooking channel. We're live from isolation today, and I've brought you Star Chef Greg Snap. What are we cooking today?
Today we're making Bibimbap, which is a specialty from South Korea. So obviously I'm a pro at making it, and I've made it many times before, and I think you're really going to enjoy it.
Can you explain to us what Bibimbap means?
Yeah, it means delicious meal with friends, family, and food.
Of course, that's not correct. The correct answer to that is Bibimbap means literally mixed rice.
That's what I thought it meant.
Yeah, and that is because the main ingredients in Bibimbap is rice. All jokes aside, today we are going to cook for you guys as you requested in the last video.
That was requested?
Yes, they wanted to see how you cook.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I cook
so
very, very well.
The pressure is on. Let's get started. So you guys have probably cooked rice before, but my go-to tip for cooking rice is usually to have double the amount of water as you have of rice. So if you have 2 cups of rice, then you have 4 cups of water.
The carrots definitely need to be cooked first because they are like the crunchiest. They're not boiled or anything, so they're just raw, and we need to put them on so that we can start sort of getting them cooked before we add the zucchini and the meat. But we're not adding the meat to the carrots. Just the carrots and the zucchini are being cooked together.
Are you confused already?
I am, yeah. I don't cook very often, so as much as we're maintaining the facade that I'm good at this, I'm actually not. But there they go. So let's cook up some carrots.
Greg, don't play with your food. Okay, what's next?
You gotta turn on the next burner because I want to start cooking the mushrooms. And mushrooms, when they're done right, if you sort of soak them in olive oil, you can really make them kind of sauteed. And that's the idea. I'm not sure what that means. It's French, but it sounds nice.
So guess what the one thing is that really goes extremely well with bibimbap? It is kimchi. So kimchi is fermented cabbage, and luckily I made kimchi last week because kimchi takes a long time to be made because it needs to ferment, and I think it's ready to go. But I'm not going to tell you how I made it because that's a totally different video.
We're going to start Nelly's cooking
And if you want to see that on Nelly's cooking channel, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. So I'm opening up this sealed bag, and the cabbage has been fermenting in this sealed bag for about a week. Oh, and it smells. Whew. If you have anyone who is related to Korean or Korean yourself, then definitely let me know if you have any tips on how to make kimchi because it's not easy, but it looks pretty good. So now that the carrots have a bit of a pre-cook, it's time to put in the zucchini. That will add together really nicely.
Yum, it already looks good.
It smells delicious too.
What about the rice?
Yeah, we should probably put that on. It's about, we're about like 20 minutes from eating.
Well,
we should probably turn on the rice.
This meat is Rindfleisch. It's like ground beef, and it's mixed with a bit of pork as well. So it's like, I think it's 60% beef and 40% pork. Eggs are the prime ingredient, I believe, to bibimbap. So this takes a lot of skill. So I'm gonna turn the hat around backwards to get my master chef persona. And I want one shot. And then the trick is to not break the yolk. So come have a closer look at this. You want the runny yolk in the egg because when you flip the egg onto the rice or you break that yolk into your bibimbap, the egg yolk is one of the things that helps bring everything together. This is essentially, the meal is like a rice bowl with a whole bunch of different condiments on top, including meat and veggies and whatever else you want to throw on there. But from what we understand, it's that plus like spring onions and sesame seeds and the egg, the raw egg yolk. That's important. So it's like a fried egg, sunny side up. That's what you want to mix into it all to kind of give it that cohesive factor. And it is so good. Absolutely delicious.
We're getting really close to eating right now, and I must admit, I'm really impressed with Greg's cooking. Getting the egg to be sunny side up like that is not easy. I've tried myself and I've failed. So it looks really, really good. I'm so excited to try the bibimbap. So this is the moment we've been waiting for. That is out of this world good. That is so good.
What do you think people watching should make at home?
Bibimbap. It's actually really easy. So it's surprisingly easy because all the ingredients are not super fancy or exotic. And it takes a bit of time to cut all the vegetables, but all in all, it's not the most challenging dish I've ever made. The kimchi is a bit harder because it takes longer, but it's definitely worth it. So you have a lot of time on your hands, I know that. So go and try making bibimbap yourself.